This is a sad time, man. This is a sad time. An 18-year-old girl and a 25-year-old young man was fatally shot in East Harlem last night, and I was in Harlem Hospital, and I got a chance to witness the devastating effect that it has on the family firsthand. And I tell you now, it was heartbreaking, man. We need to reach the youth. We need to reach the youth. All right? You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. Last night, it was an 18-year-old girl and a 25-year-old young man. They was fatally shot in East Harlem, and it's a sad time, man. I was at the hospital, and, you know, I saw the families and how it actually affects them. I mean, for me, running the streets and doing everything that I did that contributed to, you know, the mayhem of the 80s and 90s during the crack era, to come home in 2024 and then see what is going on out here, where you have an 18-year-old girl shot in the back of the head and shot in the back, and a 25-year-old also shot in the back of the head. This is a sad time, man. Not to justify or mollify anything that we did, but everything was about, you know, the bag back then. Not making it right, but I'm just saying, I'm just venting, trying to make sense of this, and it makes no sense to me. You know, when our babies are killing our babies, you know, for what we know is no reason, you know. There's no reason for a man to take another man's life because, like it say, thou shalt not kill, you know. So there's no reason for that. And I'm not going to sit here and yell, you know, lock the culprit up for the rest of his life, this and that, you know, because, you know, I think what the culprit needs is mental health training, therapy, because we all been traumatized one way or another growing up in the hood, just like these families have been traumatized. You know what it's like for a mother to go home and tell a 6-year-old daughter that her 25-year-old brother won't be coming home again. I witnessed that. And trust me, you don't want to witness that. It's a sad time. I don't even know if I could do this video, man, but I just can't understand for the life of me how we got here in America. How did we get here where an 18-year-old girl is shot in the back and in the back of the head, and the young man walking with her was also shot in the back of the head? I mean, somebody put in the comments, you know, try and help me here. Try and help me understand. This video is not for views. This video is for me to understand what is going on. And the last thing on my mind is giving up on the youth. The last thing on my mind is giving up on the youth. I work with an organization called Grow Up, Grow Out. And, you know, we're trying to help be a part of the solution and not the problem, because I know that I contributed to what we have here today. But to see the families falling on the floor, crying and shaking, and just knowing that they lost a loved one like that and they'll never see him again, and then have to tell that to the babies that don't understand. And it's not like it was a car accident, you know. It's not like it was even an accident. You know, this is deliberately taking the life of another. Man, we need to reach the babies, man. Do anybody have any suggestions how we could reach the babies? Please put it in the comments. I mean, I went in the hospital, and to see these families there and everyone crying, and then to see, you know, the mother and her child go back to look at her deceased son with a bullet in his head, and the 14-year-old daughter also there as well. I don't know, man. How did we get here? How do we get out of here? How do we fix this? Please, somebody tell me how to fix this. An 18-year-old girl shot in the back of the head and in the back, died on the scene. And 25-year-old young man was rushed to the hospital and died in the hospital. Yo, young people, please, I'm telling you, I done been where you heading. It's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. 26 years sitting in a cage, man. Watching the paint turn colors. Watching the paint fade as the years go by. Come on, man. You know, that's not what you want. That's not what we want for you, and that's not what your parents wanted. That's not what God wanted. We gotta try and fix the problem. There's other solutions besides a gun, because there's no do-overs when you get a gun. There's no do-overs when you get a gun. It's not like a video game that, you know, you could restart it. It's just over. A 6-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy, a 12-year-old boy, and a 16-year-old boy had to be told that their brother won't be coming home anymore. And all they kept asking is why? How did it happen? Why did it happen? These are the questions that I'm hearing from the children as they're screaming hysterically with their mother. And I'm not even going to front. Like I said, I run a gangster channel. I'm a gangster all the way. But, man, that broke my gangster down, man, to see that. I don't even want to show you the videotape that I took of, you know, the families in the hospital on the floor crying and holding their stomach. And it's just sad, man. It's sad. I don't even know how long this video is going to be. I'm just venting, trying to get some type of understanding. And it's crazy because I've been losing interest in this YouTube thing, man, because so much foolery I see going on with people just talking and, you know, about nothing, but it's all negative. And then you get something like this happen and nobody even come up here and talk about it. And this is what have to be fixed, because this could be your child, your brother, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your aunt, your mother, your cousin. So if we don't fix this problem, we all going to fall victim to have to go through what I witnessed last night, and it wasn't a pretty sight at all, man. It wasn't a pretty sight, you know. An 18-year-old girl executed. A 25-year-old young man executed. Where we at? What can we do to fix this? How did we get here? Somebody please put in the comments, man, because this joint, this exhausted me. And I know y'all never see me like this because I'm trying to recover from what I seen yesterday. I mean, we on the street, we shooting and we carrying on and we selling drugs and we robbing. But, I never witnessed what I witnessed yesterday, which was the side of the family that was the victim. And that tugged at my emotional cord. So if any one of you rat bastards want to say something about that, man, I'm human. And I wouldn't want it to happen to your babies, not even you rat bastards. Just keeping it 100, And we need to get the young man or women that was involved in this, the mental health treatment that they need, that brought them to the place where they was at, how they could take someone else's life so senselessly. And the crazy part is, to them it makes sense. To them it makes all the sense in the world. But that's because we're not there to give them the guidance, so that's what happened. That's what happened. It's a sad time. I can't even show you the videos, man, because like I said, it was heart-wrenching, man. I mean, it pulled at my emotional cord like you would never believe, to see the family members react to losing their family one. You see it on TV, you hear about it, you don't think of what happens here, what happens there. You know what I mean? You just say, okay, someone got killed in the project, somebody got killed on the avenue, you know, somebody got killed in their house, and that's it. But to see the effect that it had on the family firsthand, you don't ever want to see that. That was the worst thing I ever seen in my life, man. To see a 12-year-old girl on the floor shaking, saying, where's her brother? A 6-year-old, a 14-year-old, all shaking. Where's my brother? Is he coming home? Why, mommy? Why he's not coming home? These are the questions that I'm sitting there looking at. And for the first time in my life, as much as I talk, I was speechless. Speechless. You know, we have to do better, man. And we can't give up on the youth. We can't take it for granted that, you know, they didn't know no better. I'm hearing all these excuses. Oh, they're not going to change. No, we have to fix them. Because they have been broken just like we have been broken. So we have to fix them. And us as a community, as a society, we have to fix them so we don't fall victim to them. That's how important this is. You can't say, oh, that's somebody else's kid, because you don't know when that stray bullet that don't have a name might hit your kid or you. So we have to fix them. I don't even know what to say right now, man. This is just so heart-wrenching, man. An 18-year-old girl shot in the back and in the back of the head, man. Execution style by one of our babies. How did we get here? Somebody please tell me how we got here. I ain't got much to say about that, man. I'm going to tap out because I'm a little emotional right now. Watch the video I put up yesterday with Akbar Pray. He spoke for the first time from behind the walls after 36 years, letting it be known that, you know, he's getting ready to come home, and he gave us an update. Everybody wanted me to do an Akbar story, and, you know, I didn't want to talk about his case because he had it pending, so, you know, I hollered at him, and, you know, he came on and he gave y'all some message. Listen to the words from Akbar Pray, the video I put up yesterday. That's all I ask. And we don't want our babies to be in jail for 36 years like Akbar Pray, for 26 years like me, for 28 years like Lou Sims, for 28 years like Antone White. We don't want that. Under no circumstances do we want that. And that's why we have to do better. That's why we got to do better, man. You know, let me tap out, man, because this is just too much for me right now, you know.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. What?
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Rush. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.